Pandas. Good morning, my pandas. Welcome to my stream. I'm glad that you guys can join us today. Hope you guys are doing amazing. If you guys are just joining, make sure you fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it's going to be. Just finished the pre-market show. Always have a great time there. We go over all my off-stream trades, all my account statuses. I'm just wrapping things up over there. Let me see here. As you guys are rolling in, let me say good morning to a couple of my pandas. Good morning, guys. GT Trader as a super panda. Let's go, baby. Enjoy your green name. Enjoy your two-legged pullback badges and forms over time. Enjoy your panda emoticons. Enjoy access to the pre-market show and enjoy access to the two-legged pullback Discord, where we continue to talk about setups, continue to talk about trading. GT Trader, the pre-market show starts at 9, but the thing is, you actually have to go to the members tab and find the link there. You'll have a special members tab just for the members, and you should see a link to the members pre-market show. You can go back to it and rewind and watch it. It should be available. Pandas. Hey, give GT Trader a nice warm welcome. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Fortick Scalp. Good morning, Jar Jar. Good morning. Welcome back to my regulars. Day trading like a predator. Good morning. Varun. Good morning. Steve Crew. Good morning. Richard Belmont. Good morning, guys. Vincent Liu. Good morning. If you're connecting to the Discord through the YouTube membership, just know you have to connect your Discord to your YouTube account, and there are instructions on how to do that in the description. So make sure you follow this. So it'll happen automatically. It makes it so you can get access to it quicker, and yeah. So that's for you, GT Trader. We'd love to see some engagement in the Discord from all of our super pandas. Good morning, Samantha from Singapore. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the stream, pandas. Oh, I thought something froze. It was like stuck on 215 ticks for like good solid like 3 seconds. I was like, did I lose connection or something? Good morning, my pandas. Pandas, what kind of day did we have yesterday? I'll just say this right now. Yesterday was absolutely insane. I mean, my chart looks crazy. I mean, this is what happens when you actually trade, because your chart starts a little crazy. Let me get rid of some of these. Pandas, yesterday, how is that possible that we come and filled yesterday's gap by touching yesterday's close, or rather Wednesday's close? We come up, we fill it, and then we bounce off of it for the entire day. You know, this gap never got filled, this gap never got filled, and we are just tumbling down now. And it's incredible, because when you look at the daily chart, it looks harmless, but if you were following yesterday's price action, we opened right the afternoon session here. We came all the way down, broke yesterday's low, or Wednesday's low, came all the way back up to Wednesday's close, came all the way back down, and actually made a leg down here. And that was in my opinion, that was, the market can truly do whatever it wants. And I mentioned, if you guys are subscribed, you guys should have got a notification. Please, if you guys are interested in content, I put a video over I put a video out over the weekend giving my view on what I think was going to happen to SPY this week. And I mentioned on the video, I thought I was going to do this A, B, C, and I said failed second entry short to a failed trap, right? This trap and then another reversal. And this another reversal has a strong tendency. The reason why I thought the trap was going to fail is because I'm looking for a new low still. And I put this horizontal line here showing the pivot up here of that previous pivot. And we ended up missing that pivot by a couple ticks, making a lower high, right? A technical lower high second entry short. And so on this downtrend, we have a lower high second entry short, and we're looking to go short and looking to break this low here. And typically that's what happens in any other time frame. You know, if I saw this, I'll say, okay, I'm looking for a new low now. Our first break of this trend, looking for that new low. And I mentioned on that weekend update that I thought this was going to happen almost to the T, like this price action. I said it was going to make a two-legged pullback, fail again, and then reverse. You can call me the profit. Profit with a FIT and a profit with a PHET. The profit. So let's look at the pre-market analysis here. Also, pandas, make sure you guys fill out that poll. Let me know what kind of day you think it's going to be. Overnight session, we actually had a pretty strong push down, but we're right back up to yesterday's close, and so we're kind of opening flat right now. Or opening pretty much at yesterday's close. In my opinion, you know, we're in a strong uptrend, but we have this downtrend working, and this downtrend finally gets breached, and we'll see what happens here. I mean, I would say if we breach this, we should make a new low here. But right now, you know, in the more immediate context, we have this uptrend working, break of trend, looking for a new high, and with the new high, then maybe a reversal trade, maybe come back to the bottom. We'll see. But right now, in immediate context, I'm looking at an uptrend now that had a first break of trend, making a moving average gap here. And am I looking to go short? Not really. I'm actually looking to go. Am I looking to go long? I have, in my opinion, a long setup makes more sense here for me. But we're below the 20 MA, and so that needs to change. Notice on the 10K chart, we're hitting our heads at the top of the trading range. The 10K chart makes a trading range based off these three candles, and we see that we come to the bottom and come right back to the top of this trading range on the 10,000 tick chart. So if you know we're at the top of the trading range, that could mean, you know, we could bounce off of it, and we'll have to wait and see. We've got one more minute to market open here. Steve Crew, Richard Harris taking his scalps. The thing about Richard Harris, you know, we love him. We honestly love him. But the thing is, it's like difficult to mimic his trading, you know, because I believe he's more of a intuitive trader, and if it's intuitive, it's a little more difficult to teach his style. You know, in my opinion, it would be amazing if okay, market just open pandas, and we're making a push up here, looking for that new high. You know, but on this stream, you know, we're just trading two-legged pullbacks, and so you know, the setup is very mimicable, right? Replicable, right? Reproducible, and you guys can follow along, hopefully, and hopefully over time, you know, we can get better at this. Something happens here on the 10K chart. This actually triggers, making it fail second entry short here, way above the 20 MA. I kind of want to go long here to break, to make a new high. It's a higher low setup. It's an outside bar reversal, but I'm liking the new high here, right? Way above the 20, not way above, but kind of gliding above the 20 MA. almost makes a scalp here. It hasn't made a scalp yet, but it looks like it's gonna make a scalp pretty soon. Makes a perfect scalp. Makes an absolute scalp, making that new high. I kind of want that higher low second entry. I was thinking about it, but I didn't like the outside bar reversal. Sorry. I could came in maybe with one tick retracement. We got multiple bull bars in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 out of the last 8 bars were non-bear bars or bull bars. Made a new high. At this time, I will be looking for a reversal trade. This is where I look for a reversal. Pushing down. Would I take this trap? I wouldn't. Like I said, I feel like this break of trend to new high is enough reason for me to look for a reversal trade here. Kelly Yang, good morning. Getting a push up here, and this could be feels like an entry short, but this is where I typically look for a reversal, but we're staying kind of like creating a high base here above the 20 MA. So, you know, if you want to take a reversal, typically you look for it underneath the 20 MA in this circumstance, but we'll see what we get. We could just keep going up here, and if that happens, then I'm just taking uptrend actually. You know, where we should reverse, if we don't reverse where we should reverse, then, you know, you're thinking, okay, the opposite is probably happening at that point. Sitting on my pause. This is typically where you look for the reversal, so we'll see what happens. Got two-legged pullback, A, B, C, and then we look for the reversal here. Looking for a failed second entry long here, and it could possibly be a nice swing trade. I'm gonna just scalp out and see if I can get a runner here. We need a setup though, pandas. We're looking for a setup here. Still looking for a setup. Fail second entry long is what we can enter in. Now we're below the 20 MA, which is what we want to see, but let's see if the market gives us our setup here. It'd be nice if we could get it. Pushing very strong now. I would still look for that reversal. We're approaching this trend line now. And I like this trend line because we actually have 3 touches. 1, 2, 3. We're hitting this trend line. I would take a fail second entry long still here. We could make a double bottom off of this close, yesterday's close, but if we get a second entry, fail second entry long here, I'm interested. It's not giving us our setup that we want, and by the time it actually does trigger, it might be too far away from 20 MA. We are getting our fail second entry short here. I'll take this. Okay, I could not move my trade fast enough. We'll take it here. We'll see if we can get a scalp here off that fail second entry long. We got a scalp. Let's go, baby. Let's see if we can get a runner here. I have a feeling my runner's not going to last very long. Let's go, baby. We're staying patient. got that set up with a small little retracement, but you know, we could have made that point regardless. But that was the reversal pattern that we were looking for. I mean, it's not really making a huge reversal right now, but that's the setup that we like. Doesn't last very long. It actually reverses again. So it could be a failed reversal. It might be because this is the first break of this trend. Might look for a new high again, but we'll see. Yeah, this reversal ends up failing and it's pushing up higher now. Just scalped out there. Just scalped out. And when that reversal fails like this, you're kind of thinking, you know, looking for that new high now. 10K chart bouncing off of the 20 EMA here. And on the 10K, you know, that trend line, it just looks like this. You know, so this could be first break of trend on the 10K chart. Let's see what our 5 minutes giving us right now. 5 minute, I actually don't like to really mark the chart until probably like 8:30. So I mean, all of this is happening, but I like it only after 8:30 because the volume's so low. The price action is not really valid in my opinion until like around 8:30 Eastern time, of course. So we got to bounce off the 20 MA on the 10K chart here. And I just scalped out right there. Just scalped out. We could be looking for a new high here because we have first break of this trend. Created from this pivot and this pivot. And I liked it because we actually have another bounce off here, making me think, okay, so this is a valid trend line. And looks like we're trying to push higher here. Strong push up, looking for another new high. Right from the break of this trend now. But this is also just a two-legged pullback, and that might be all you get. Let's see what the market gives us. I mean, that might be all you get here, and we might be in a downtrend, but who knows. I'm gonna set my pause. A little confusing here. In fact, if anything, I'll take a failed second entry short to the long side, looking for the new high. That'll be my trade setup for the current situation. I wouldn't take this short here. I'll actually take a failed second entry short here to look for that new high. It makes a micro double bottom, so it doesn't actually trigger that secondary short, so we can't take a trap trade to the upside unless you know, it depends on your trading style, but you know, I'm gonna set on my pause until we get a technical trap here. I would want this to trigger one tick, you know, at least to trigger that secondary short. We got the secondary short here. I'll be looking for a long trade here. You know, that's my most reasonable setup right now. A long trade here, looking for that new high. Let's see if we get it. And if we lose this trap, then I'm just moving on. Could be also break a trend, looking for a new low here. Ooh, strong push down. Right, no longer interested in that trap. It could be break a trend, looking for a new low here. But this is a downtrend, you know, short term, yeah. But I'm seeing the bigger picture here, seeing the break of this trend line and looking to see if it's going to retest this high one more time. But we might not get that. 10K chart, about to create a second entry long off the 20 MA. First break of trend here on the 10K chart. Looking for a new high, and I might be interested in going long here, but I'll trade small because 10K chart typically has big risk. Big risk because the bars are bigger, so I'll trade smaller with more reward. At the end, it's pretty much the same thing. I'll be interested in that higher low setup, but yeah, I'll be interested in the higher low setup on the 10K chart if we get it. Keeping an eye on it on another chart here. Do we have news today? Let me see. I don't see any news today happening. Not high impact news, at least. Huh. Confusing. I have conflicting information. You might be looking for a new low, but I'm thinking more likely making a new high here. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I've been wrong once before. Just once. Something like that. Trying to maybe make a new low here, but in my opinion, I wasn't going to take this short here. Nope. I was not going to take a short here. Something interesting happening now. Pushing up here. Should I take this trap again? Another trap to the downside? Oh boy, what's happening? I think I want to go long here, pandas. I still want to go long. 10K chart. Second entry long. Triggering here. I'm going to trade with only 2 contracts. But I like the context here, right? First break of trend. Higher low, second entry long. I'm going to try to go for a second entry long here. 10K chart. Right, the 2-legged pullback off the 10K chart. ABC. The 2-leggy. ABC. Looking for pop up here. And looking just for 2 contract trade because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of risk. Only trading 2 contracts. And we most likely will try to shoot for maybe 2 points. Maybe top of the trading range. Trap about to trigger on the 2K though. Like we almost have a trap trigger, but it's a little too choppy for me. Even that traps, that's really choppy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 overlapping bars in a row. This trap is a little sketchy in my opinion. A little sketchy. It does trigger below the 20 MA. This could trigger a downfall, but I'm gonna keep my second entry long on the 10K chart just right there. If it triggers, that'd be nice. And that trap is failing. That's why I said that trap was a little sketchy. Almost entered. We entered the 2-legged pullback on the 10K chart. I'm fine with 1 point there. All right, let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. The reason why I was fine with 1 point is because my actual risk was 0. If it like kind of triggered a little bit and it kind of oscillated a little bit and I had to move my stop loss under here, I would have actually extended my my profit. Even though it seemed a little sketchier, I would actually extend my profit to make it bigger. But since it filled so quickly, I just took it. Sketchy trap failing here. Trap failing there is not good news for the bears, but in my opinion, that's what I was saying. I don't think we want that trap. I think we're trying to make a new high here, but we could just be playing these trend lines now, break a trend to new high. But with that failed trap, I'm thinking we're trying to break this high, in my opinion. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. Making that new high now, pushed up higher. I could have held that 10K second entry a little bit longer, just a little bit longer. Swing trade made on that 10K chart, absolutely beautiful swing trade. Strong push up, right? That first break of this bigger trend, this bigger channel, that first break here, pushing real high now. And you can see that better on the 10K chart. We got first break of the trend on the 10K, pushing higher now, and yeah, what can I say? Pushing higher. Typically look for 2 legs up now. But we actually made 2 legs up because this is actually a higher low, so it actually ends up turning to a 2-legged pullback, so we technically can reverse here on a dime. But we're gonna let the price action. I mean, the fact that we made a swing trade so easily plus more makes me feel like this is a lot stronger than it, you know. I mean, this is strong. This is a strong uptrend right now. You know, on the 2000 tick chart, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bull bars in a row. About 10 bull bars in a row, or we made 10. And when you make around 10 bull bars in a row, like 10 of any type of bar in a row, then you're gonna look for a pullback soon. Like, in my opinion, like, you can actually go short here and be okay. Or you can go short at the close of that bar and just scalp out right there already. But, you know, after 10 bars, you're thinking pullback sometime soon. Right, we make a bear bar here, thinking for a pullback. 10 bars in a row is very rare. But we also think the first pullback will be small, which is this first pullback, most likely gonna be small, and it was only 1 tick large so far. We could trap here, strong outside bar reversal. It doesn't make a point here on the outside bar reversal. Well, I think it might end up failing, but that outside bar reversal is currently failing. Actually, it doesn't make a point yet. It actually makes an absolute scalp. Absolute scalp reverses. Hope you pandas are doing better than me. I mean, I'm a little green right now, but make sure you guys scalp that like button. Do this every single day. The amount of work put in this channel is amazing. Doing it absolutely free for you guys. The trap does trigger upwards here. Very interesting because it looks like it's failing. And reverses. It goes back up. If it goes back up again, I'm actually going to go long here. I know it looks a little choppy, but if it reverses again, I'm going long here. I'm actually going to go long here. Even if it's a little choppy, the fact that this failed again, I'm going to go long for just a scalp here, so we can get a quick scalp. Let me find getting hit here. I think that was worth it. The reason being is because we had a failed trap here, failed reversal, and another attempt to that trap. And in my opinion, I think it was worth just a scalp out, but you know, I'll take a hit here if it does. I think that was worth it. Even though it's a little choppy, I liked the fact that, right, we trapped out here, reversed, that failed, and we try to go again. It does hit me, but it's all good. I think it was worth it. With such a strong push up, you're thinking, okay, with that failure, it might go up again. You're thinking one more leg up here, but apparently not. Apparently not. Sitting on my pause. Almost back to break even, but on a setup that I thought was fine. I'm willing to take that setup. Almost willing to take this setup as well. Almost willing to go long here, but it's looking a little weak, right? The fact that that trap fails and reverses makes me feel like, right, this might be exhaustive move. Might be a strong exhaustive move, but who knows? Right. Trap should not fail on strong uptrends, right? This should not have failed. Especially if you come back down and reattempt it again, it should not have failed twice, in my opinion. So we could have a reversal here, which I would be interested in trading a failed second entry long here. Strong uptrend. Decent signal bar. Decent signal bar. Very decent signal bar. Close to the 20 MA. Does burst upwards. Trap almost might trigger on the 10K chart. I'm skipping this long because I got burned here on that long. So I'm just sitting on my pause, thinking I'm not reading this correctly. Something's wrong here. That does give you a nice scalp, but it's starting to reverse here. Could be a failed second entry long, right there. Right, A, B, C, failed second entry long. Right, does go up, but doesn't continue the uptrend. Instead, reverses again, but it's above the 20 MA. Could have a higher low second entry here. Higher low second entry, much better setup. I might be tempted to take that, but bad signal bar. Now it makes it lower. It actually starting to reverse here, and we might be in a downtrend now. Very interesting, right? That failed trap leads to a reversal. This is a reversal pattern happening above the 20 MA. Ooh. Reversal above the 20 MA on a strong move up. exhaustive move. I'm gonna have to take a fail second short here or a fail second entry long. I'm looking to go down. I'm looking for a downtrend right now. It might seem a little weird because we had this really strong move up, but I'm looking for a reversal. I'm looking for some sort of downtrend at this point. This price action is very strange, right? This, to me, right, this is the strongest reversal we've had, right? We had a reversal here fails, reversal here that fails. This reversal actually successful, unfortunately above the 20 MA, so I'm not taking that trade. But at least in my opinion, I know what market cycle we're in. We're in a downtrend in my opinion right now. Good signal bar to go long. Good signal bar to go long. But I'm skipping it because of the price action that I'm seeing. I think we're in a downtrend at the moment. And I'm going to treat it like a downtrend. And struggling to make a point here. Makes a perfect scalp. Sitting on my pause. Maybe it's an H4 pattern. At the H4 pattern, I'm not going to take the short here. I'm not taking that short. I almost want to go long here on a higher low setup with a failed, right? This is a failure, H4 failure. I'm going to go long here, thinking maybe that reversal was just an H setting for the H4. And I like the H4 here. I want the candle to finish. Alright, makes an outside bar reversal. I'm not interested in that. It's not interested in outside bar reversals. Especially on terrible signal bars. Outside bar reversal. No thank you. No thank you. Oof. Oof. What's happening, pandas? Very confusing price action, right? The outside bar reversal right here. Outside bar reversals right here. Couple outside bar reversals, making this a little tricky. I personally think this needs one more push up. I think. But with price action like this, I gotta let the price action, you know, I need the price action to tell me what's gonna happen. I can think it's gonna go up, but when the price action looks like this, the H4 fails. How tricky was that? Good thing I skipped that outside bar reversal. Right, that was a higher low second entry. I skipped it because I did not like the outside bar reversal, and that's exactly why you'd be trapped out right now. I absolutely hate outside bar reversals. Been having a couple of them so far. Sitting on my pause until it's clear what's happening here. Could have break a trend, two-legged pullback to the downside. Am I looking for an uptrend? Am I looking for a long trade still, huh? I don't know. At this point, it's hard to say. Very tricky. Very tricky though, right? I got stopped out here, so I, sat on my pause. Very tricky. Pushing down again, making it maybe another attempt to break down. Confusing right here. This price action is what kills traders, and it's very confusing. I actually liked that trade going long right here, and a little sad it didn't work out, but I actually didn't mind that trade. I actually like that trade. Strong push up. Looking for one more push up here, and doesn't give it to you. Instead reverses. And because of that, I'm thinking maybe downtrend because of that, strange price action. But this is just getting really confusing right now. We have a two-legged pullback, right? It's hard to see, but with the indicator, very easy to see. But I'll draw it out for you. A, B, C, second entry, long, higher, low, second entry. You can see with the two here, be higher, low, second entry, long. Am I looking to go long right now? Boy, oh boy. Not really. Okay, definitely not anymore. Definitely not anymore. That huge push up has no follow through whatsoever. Reversing now. The higher time frame, right? Two-legged pullback on the 10K chart. And that's all that was. It's a two-legged pullback coming back to the 20 MA. Right, first break a trend to new high, and we could be having a big old reversal here. That's nasty, right? That's an opening reversal, and this is the reversal setup that we were looking for a while. This is the reversal actually that we needed. That's the reversal of the day. Strange price action right there. Very strange. Pushing now hard, just basically reversing this entire huge move up. And that might be a bull trap. This could be an opening reversal. We could be in downtrend the rest of the day. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I actually would take a short trade. I'll take a short trap here. I think this is a strong downtrend. If we got a if that actually triggered, I'll probably look for enter low here. But it doesn't trigger, so there's no setup for us. So I'm just sitting on my pause. But I'm actually looking to go short, and I'm eager to go any short that I possibly can. Always in short. That's what I'm thinking is happening right now. 1, 2, 3, 4 bear bars in a row. Right, small pullback here. Looking to go short if we can get it, but I need the second entry long to trigger, and it doesn't trigger. Instead, it keeps going down. And it has all these failed breakdowns. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4 failed breakdowns so far. This reverses. Right. I mean, we didn't have a setup. I wanted that trap, but no setup. Sitting on my pause. Emmanuel Martinez, just found your channel. Dope work, bro. Let's go, baby. Hey, whoo, we reversed this entire move up, coming back to yesterday's close. I don't think yesterday's close is gonna hold. The 10K chart trading range still valid. Coming back to the bottom trading range, perhaps. Still looking to go short here, pandas. Still looking for a short trade. Still looking for some sort of short trade here, but I'm getting nothing. I would have liked it if it actually triggered a little bit, one tick above, so I can actually enter in this downtrend. But market, you can only take what the market gives you. The market's giving us nothing. So my first bad trade was on the big reversal here, and I assumed that was going to happen, right? That didn't work out, like big time reversal. Sitting on my pause, though, it did get really confusing here, to be honest. Broke below yesterday's close. I don't think it's going to hold very long. Am I going to look for a short trade here? I cannot. It's way too far from a 20 MA. And we're getting a little bit of, right? If we're just like if it looked like this, I will actually look for a trap trade. But, and I mean, I know it fails, but, you know, the probability is you actually look for another push up. But look at this. This is different than this, right? You actually have a couple bull bars throughout this super strong downtrend, but a couple bull bars there showing us some weakness here, and I'm not interested in going short when it looks like this, right? Especially far away, right? Far away from 20 MA. It's best to look for a two-legged pullback at this point of some sort and trying to find a continuation pattern. That's what I'm looking for, at least. I'm looking for a two-legged pullback, second entry short. Worldview, bro. Dang, I guess I just fulfilled my eval. Let's go, baby. Congrats, Worldview. Looking for a two-legged pullback. If you are aggressive, you can go short here and scale in one more time when you hit the 20 MA. You know, you can approach it this way. If you're thinking this is a really strong downtrend, you want to participate, you can go short here. I'm not going to take it. I'm not your financial advisor either, but I know some people will go short here. And people are very eager. I'm actually very eager to go short as well. I'm just looking for a setup. We technically have a hidden second entry here. A, B, C. And again, if we're closer to 20 MA, I actually might go short here on this hidden second entry. I might take it. I might take a hidden second entry with a good signal bar. Give me a good signal bar here and I'll take a hidden second entry. Terrible signal bar. Right, we have a hidden second entry here, but I want a good signal bar. I want a bear body and no joy. I'm not taking a hidden second entry with a terrible signal bar like that. If it's hidden second entry, I want a good signal bar. But that does scalp out. Maybe look for a lower high second entry short here. If you guys are just joining on Buy Money, thanks for joining the channel. I'm glad that you guys are here. If you guys are wondering what we're doing here, we are trading 100% risk-free using Apex funded traders. And I'm up 1250 right now. And the thing is about Apex is you keep your profits, they take the losses. You don't risk any of your own capital, but whatever profits that you make, you can take out and withdraw with Apex. Right now, I'm currently trading a $300,000 account, and they funded me at $300,000. And trading that account risk-free, the only way, or the way to get the risk-free funded account is by passing an evaluation. And if you pass the evaluation, then Apex will give you money to trade, their own money. So there's no risk to you. If you're interested in that, make sure there's a 50% off code off their evaluations, and that is a crazy deal, pandas. I'm taking this lower high second entry, and that's a crazy deal, pandas. We're talking about you get funded $150,000 for only $150 evaluation fee. And in my opinion, that is such a great deal. And yeah, it's amazing that there's even a product out there like this. I'm gonna take that second entry short here, but looking a little sketchy in my opinion. Right, this could be break a trend to new high, and we look. I like this short here, pandas. I like this short here. I like a short here for almost a swing trade if we can get it. I want a better signal bar than that. These signal bars are very bad. Very bad signal bar. Makes me not want to take it, but that's a bad signal bar. It's a bad signal bar. Can't take it like that above the 20 MA. It looks like it's about to trap you out as well. But as I was saying, yeah, so make sure you guys use that coupon if you guys are interested. There's also a link in the pinned message in the chat. Also, we trade only one single instrument. We trade the emini here. We don't trade crypto. We don't trade any altcoins. We don't trade any other instrument other than the emini. And the reason we like to do that is because we like to be familiar with the emini, with one product. And the thing is, the nice thing about it is the emini is the most liquid market in the world. And so basically the average bar size is enough to make a scalp. And so we trade a two-legged pullback because with the two-legged pullback in the right context, you have a 90% probability to make a scalp. If you want to know what a two-legged pullback is, you guys can go to the description below. There are playlists going over the details of a two-legged pullback. Essentially, we just look for this pattern on the chart, right? Two legs up or two legs down, and in the right context, we like to take the second entries. And the reason why, right, this is greater than 90% probability to make a point is because the market loves to move in twos. And when it makes this two-legged move, that means that move is done and likes to reverse. On the screen, we have the two-legged pullback indicator. Since we use pure price action, the only indicator that we have is a price action indicator that helps us count legs and identify second entries automatically. Even gives you alerts and gives you other bells and whistles, right? Automated trading. And just marks every single second entry and trap for you. If you're interested in the indicator, you can go to the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. Vincent Liu says, the forex market is the most liquid. The forex market as a whole, yes, is more liquid. But no single instrument, no single pair in the forex market is more liquid than the emini. Julia Jewel asks, hi, does anyone know what tool our panda uses to draw? It's called the path tool. You're not going to find it in the drawing tools when you right click. You actually have to create a hotkey for it in the options, and that's the only way to get access to it. So very interesting what's happening here. So we got a break of this trend to new high, and just a straight up reversal off of the 240 SMA. Right, I was thinking break of trend here to new low, and we don't get that. Instead we get a break of this trend maybe look for a new low now. But with a strong move like this, with that reversal with this 3, very interesting. I mean, I'm thinking break a trend now to new high. We could reverse here. It's a little confusing. The market is not as clear as I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to just be in a downtrend after we made this huge move down. But with this bounce, it's a pretty strong bounce for a downtrend, in my opinion. But nevertheless, there's no setups here for me. So regardless, I wouldn't be able to enter any of these trades. No setups for me. Maybe this setup, maybe that one, but I wouldn't take it personally. Right, at this point, I'm not really looking for a reversal pattern. I'm not. I'm thinking, we have first break of this trend, looking for a new low still, and it said this is the actual trend line. First break of this trend, maybe looking for a new low. Ashton Van Kempen asks, how do I trade the emini? You need to work with a broker and a platform that you can trade futures. So right now I'm using NinjaTrader, and so if you sign up for NinjaTrader, you can get access to the futures market. And the futures market is nice because you need very small margin to be able to day trade. You just need like technically minimum like $500 to trade the emini. I would never recommend to trade with $500. The typical math people use is for every $10,000 you should trade 1 contract of the emini. But that's just considering your risk capital, things like that. But you could trade in my opinion comfortably around with $2,000. In my opinion, you could trade with $500 if you want, but you got to trade the micros, which is kind of how I would start. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Let's get that bamboo. I got little bamboo leaves right now. Confusing right now. Like, this is just not looking good. I mean, we don't even get a 2-legged pullback. We get some wonky. Right? This is technically not a 2-legged pullback because I broke this high. So I'm skipping whatever's happening here. In my opinion, we're looking for a new low still. Break a trend to new high, looking for new low on this downtrend, but no setups. Absolutely no setups. This is an L4 reversal pattern, and I would take a trap beneath the 20 MA. Basically, I need a lot of things to happen. I need a second entry long failure, A B C A failure, or it can just be an A B C pattern here. And basically like a Pikachu type setup. If you're wondering what a Pikachu is, I have a frequently asked questions link in the description that explains things like L4, H4 setups, and also Pikachu. So click on that link. There's a post explaining that. We may get a setup here. We do have the first leg. Could potentially create a fail second entry long here. It does trigger right outside bar reversal. We're getting all these outside bar reversals right now, which I hate. When it starts to create these outside bar reversals, I do not like the price action. It just means trading range type behavior. We could be in trading range for the rest of the day actually. I thought we were gonna be in a downtrend, but with this bounce, I'm thinking maybe possibly just trading range now. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, Ashton, I believe NinjaTrader is in Canada. But if you use Apex, which I don't know if I would recommend right away, but the nice thing about Apex is that they give you a license for free when you do the evaluation. So you get a license. You get also the thing is for futures, you have to pay for data. It's only like $4 a month, right, to get the necessary data. But But even that is covered in the evaluation, so even more reason to do evaluations. But in my opinion, if you want to trade sim, pure sim without paying any money, which is what I would recommend to do if you're just starting, then we actually get our setup here, pandas. It's hidden though. And I was like answering questions about A, B, C, A reversal. We actually get a hidden failed second entry long, with outside bar reversals. Very strange, but that was a hidden second entry long, failed hidden second entry long. Right, A, B, C, right, second entry long that fails and reverses, and actually that's the setup I was looking for. It just happens to be hidden, and that's not. I typically don't trade those hidden, second entries, but that's exactly what just happened there with that price action. Very confusing. Very confusing. Looking for that new low now, right? Break a trend to new low. I would like a failed second entry long here. I would like any reason to go short, but no setup for me, right? The only setup right there was a hidden failed second entry long. That's some advanced counting, pandas. I mean, if you want to talk about advanced counting, or you think you understand counting, when you start throwing hidden second entries in there, man, it's a whole nother ball game. A, B, C, A, reversal. Woo. I'm actually tempted to go short here. I'm tempted to go short here. I could get burned again, but I like this short trade. I'm gonna get burned. I just like that short trade. I don't know why. I liked it. And I want to take it because I thought we are gonna break this low and go a little deeper. 1, 2, 3.5 points. Yeah, that's enough risk for me. I like that short trade. Thinking we're gonna make that new low, push harder. Typically, I like to skunk it if we don't fill on the first bar here. Ooh, touches my target. Ooh, maybe I should have. Maybe I should just skunked it. Skunking this trade. Filled my target and bounced back. I didn't like that. Skunk that trade. And if it makes a point, it makes a point. There it is. There's a point. The feeling of losing that trade would have been worse than the feeling of missing that trade. Let's just say that. So I was fine with skunking that. I didn't like how it took more than one bar to finish. Came down, touched my target, bounced back. I didn't like all that price action. I'm just getting out. It was shady to me. But I like the context. I like how we're here, probably gonna make a new low. Even though we didn't poke a new low here, I thought we're gonna make a further, like usually the new lows are a little more than just like a point. This downtrend could be over now. It could reverse here, and that's very typical of trading range days. We'll get a lot of reversals. Right? Reversal here, reversal here. Right? These are all reversals. Right? Another reversal here, reversal here. Right? I'm just looking at the threes. Right? These threes are giving us our reversals here. Right? Another. Right? This is like technically kind of like a reversal, but technically it happened here, and that would have been a 3 if the counts were continuing. But it's because of that A. My first pullback, first entry, second pullback, second entry fails, reverses. So in my opinion, downtrend is over now, and I'm looking for an uptrend at this point. Especially when we're talking about trading range days, I'm looking for as many reversals as we can. There are little hidden things also telling us that we might be in a trading range because we had outside bar reversals happening within themselves. Outside bar reversal here, outside bar reversal here, outside bar reversal here. So we have all these outside bar reversals happening, on the 2000 tick chart. So most likely going to convert, right? That's a higher time frame, some sort of trading range, in my opinion. But who knows? More likely. Since the market's fractal, usually you'll see like trading range behavior on the smaller time frames, and they'll convert right trading range behavior on the higher time frames. But right now, the 10,000 tick chart actually doesn't look like trading range. It actually looks like it's moving pretty well right now, and we could get right this breaker trend new high and a trap here. If we trap here on the 10,000 tick chart, it might come back to the bottom here. I don't know if I'll swing it all the way down here, but high chance we come back to the bottom here, in my opinion. But we need the trigger here and then a reversal, and that reversal can come back to the bottom of this trading range on a 10,000 tick chart, right? Because we already have breaker trend to new high, and now we are making a two-legged pullback below the 20 MA, and it might be failed. It could reverse here. That's a good place for a reversal on the 10,000 tick chart, in my opinion. We do have a second entry short here on a downtrend below the 20 MA. A, B, C. Decent signal, but the follow through is no follow through here. So typically trap trade here, right? That's what we're looking for actually at this point. I'm looking for a trap. Will I take it? It's below the 20 MA, so it's a little hard to take. But right, in my opinion, this price action is done. This downtrend is done. If you want to make this a new downtrend, you gotta look for a new low here, and yeah. So I'm gonna miss this trade, but it's all good. It does scalp out pretty quickly, but I don't care if it scalps out. I just simply don't care. Right? If I'm looking for a reversal, I'm not, I don't mind missing these. It does make a new low here. Looks like right double bottom actually. Just waiting, pandas. So you're kind of like confused, like you're looking for a reversal here, especially break a trend to new low here on this this downtrend. But we can see this also just as a downtrend, and this could be first break a trend here to new low, which is what just happened. Unfortunately, 10,000 tick chart, I wanted that trap trade, but no trap triggered, no second entry long triggered to go short here. It's all good. Just sitting on our pause here. We're getting two-sided trading right now. That scalps out to the long side. I'm going to be pretty sensitive to reversals right now. I mean, when you come down this far, come back up this high, come back again. Just watching. Maybe a higher low second entry may be worth taking here. We do trigger that second entry long on the 10,000 tick chart. Second entry long does trigger. We have a trap trade here. Huge risk though. Huge risk if you're gonna take that trap. Pushing strongly above the 20 MA. I was like, what's this purple line here? We're bouncing off it perfectly. It was this old trend line. No setups for me. I'm looking for a long trade though. Kirk Reed asks, BBM, have you ever traded the 1597 tick chart? I have not. That to me is a little, is that a fib number? There was a time I traded like the 2584, but I don't trade that anymore because of you guys. You guys love the 2000 tick chart, so I'm trading 2000 tick chart with you guys. looking for a long trade unless we hit our heads on this channel. I'm looking for some sort of long trade here. And that was a break of trend to new low. Now we're in an uptrend. And you know, this trading range is big enough to trade both ways here. So let's see what happens. Let's look at our 5-minute. Maybe it's giving us some details we're missing here. 5-minute trading range is actually very clear on the 5-minute chart. Just boom, boom. Trading range indicator also, if that's available on the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. Right, this trading range here. Just watching. No setups. Waiting for a setup though. I like a setup. I like a two-legged pullback to go long. Please give me a two-legged pullback. A, B, C. Give me something like this. Give me something good to eat. You can only take what the market gives you, pandas. The market gives you nothing, then you're not eating. Push up. And this is what I'm talking about when the market gives you nothing. Because if we break this pivot high, we lose our second pullback. And we don't have a setup anymore. So we don't want this high, we don't want this pivot to be broken. Our accounts reset. Right now we have a 2 waiting for us for a second pullback. But we'll see if we'll trigger it. I'll take an outside bar reversal to go long here. I'm very eager to go long. And so if I get even an outside bar reversal, I'll take it here. And this is all coming because I'm anticipating a long trade here. And I've been anticipating it for a while now. Ever since we made that new low, broke above the 20 MA, I'm looking for a long trade. And this is what I mean. The market's being stingy. You can only take what the market gives you, and if it doesn't give us our second entry, our second pullback here, we do not have a second entry short or a second entry long. So we gotta wait for that, for this to trigger here, for that second pullback to trigger, so we can get our two-legged pullback to get our two-leggy. But our two-leggy is not forming because we just broke this high. So this is what I'm saying. The market's, you can only take what the market's giving you, and the market gave us nothing. Market's giving us nothing right now, unfortunately. Maybe on a different time frame that might have worked out, but not on this one. Would I take a trap trade here? Potentially. I don't like it that much, but I'll take it thinking we come top of this channel here, knowing we're in an uptrend still. I don't like it that much because we're far from 20 MA, but it's my only setup to go long, and I'm eager to get in this uptrend here. Eager against this uptrend, but far from the 20 MA. Don't know if it's worth. I already got burned once taking one of these traps, but I'll take it here. Terrible signal bar. I'm gonna skip that trade. Scalps out immediately. The signal bar is so bad. I mean, I was already hesitant, but with a signal bar like this, it made me not want to take it anymore, but it scalps out like immediately. Fortune favors the bold. Let's just say that. I liked the setup. I just didn't like it how it was not close to any key area. We could have maybe drawn a trend line like this, and I could take it off that. Maybe I could take the trap off that. This trend line here. Perhaps. I was thinking more of a spike in channel type situation here. or spike channel. Right, these reversals are killing it right now. Here's another reversal right with the 3. This was a magenta. 3 here, 3 here. This is like pretty much a 3 because of the hidden second entry. 3 here. These 3s are all reversals, right? These 3s are all making nice little swing trades here. This one not so much. Really far down. But that 3 also makes a scalp. These 3s at the bottom. Right, if it's a trading range, or the top of the trading range, the 3s, the top of the trading range, bottom of the trading range, the 3s, making points here, reversals. Coming back to the top of our channel here, as suspected, spiking channel. Maybe we could also be reading like this: break a trend to new high. I like that trap. I just didn't like this signal bar that was just created. I didn't like it because I was already hesitant. But man, oh man, ends up scalping so quick. So you know that was a good trade. Only after the fact though. You know people entered that trade. Bears who thought it was gonna reverse here all got trapped. You can see it with the movement of how fast that filled. That's what you want. That's what you want your scalps to be. Like when this triggered, I wanted that to look like this, where it just pops up, fills you. But it didn't happen, and I didn't like it. Potential L4 setup here. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Kelly Ann. I think we're going down a little more. Holding my runner. All right, this is all old news. Outdated. Hitting the top of our channel here, this bigger channel. I will take probably a lower high setup here if I can get it, but we'll see. I mean, my setup I'm liking right now are these reversal setups, and in the trading range, these reversals are very, very prevalent. I mean, what other channel, right, draws out the pattern way in advance and it actually happens? I mean, what other channel does that? I don't think any other channel does that. I mean, there's some like setups I create like 5-10 minutes before it even happens, just waiting, and when it does happen, I know exactly what to do. This is why we always wait for our setups. This is a lower high setup. Skipping this terrible signal bar. Just waiting here. Just watching. 20 EMA acting as support right now. Potential double top off of this trend line. Regardless, I know my setup. I know what I'm waiting for. I'm looking for a failed second entry long. That's all I'm waiting for right now. So anything else that happens, I could care less. Vincent Liu asks, if your order and stop are in the DOM on NinjaTrader and you go offline for some reason, will they execute as intended? They will not. Those orders are created locally on your machine, sending a signal to your broker. And so it's a local, right? It's local to your machine, those stops. So if you're like, if you go offline, right, you're actually in an open trade, and it's kind of scary. I believe if you have rhythmic though, and you have all your stops in place, the rhythmic will actually will still execute your stops, I believe. The Worldview Bro says, when it says trade a minimum of 10 days for evaluation, does it mean that there has to be at least one trade on each of those days? If you finish before the 10 days, can you just chill until day 11? Yep, that's true. You have to just at least make one trade, and if you do pass it early, I recommend just trading micros, right? One contract on the micros is in and out, and hopefully you have enough buffer, right, for the remaining days. But you have to trade. You have to have 10 trading days. My only setup right now. Pandas. If you guys are interested in Apex, there is a coupon on the bottom of your screen. Make sure you use that coupon. Save yourself 50%. I mean, what I'm saying with this 50% code, like you have to understand what's happening here. Is the reason why I promote this thing is because it is actually amazing. Like, you're talking, you have a company willing to give you $300,000, right? Or let's just say, you know, if that's too much, $150,000 account. You only need to put an initial investment of $150, right? Pretty much, more or less. When you use that 50% off code, with $150, you can get potentially funded for $150,000 if you can pass evaluation. Now, if you're just beginning trading and you have no idea what you're doing, I would recommend trade sim until you can prove to yourself in sim. If you can't prove yourself in sim, you have no chance in real life trading. But if you can prove yourself on sim, I said that is a great way. Right? Instead of, right, if you're in that transition of making the move from sim to real money, in my opinion, this prop firms in general, but Apex I think is the best out of all of them, right? Because of their deal right now, plus, right, their limited time deal, plus the rules that they have. I think they're the best rules, and you know, you keep basically your first. Right, you keep the first 10,000, right, 100% of the $10,000 that you make, and then you keep 90% of the rest. So, I mean, in my opinion, if you're moving to real money, the best move is to go to start trading the evaluations. In my opinion, right, you put a little, like, you have a little skin in the game because you're paying for the evaluation, so you have money there. And the nice thing is, if you fail, right, the evaluation, you can reset it just for like $80. It's an $80 reset fee, and you can reset it as many times as you want until you pass. So you don't have to keep paying the entire evaluation fee. It's just an $80 reset fee. This is my setup, and I don't know how long ago I drew this setup, but I'm just keeping it, tracking it here so you guys can see. Like, I don't need to draw this. I'm drawing it for you guys. I don't need to draw. I don't need to have all this stuff on my charts right now. You know, I'm just drawing for you guys so you guys can see if we get a second entry long, it'll be a failure. Pikachu trade would be the best, but most likely we have another outside bar reversal, pandas. I mean, so many outside bar reversals today. It's actually annoying. Outside bar reversal. Potential fail second entry longer. Yeah, Carrie Gale says they're not going to give you 100K, so they give you a 150K account to trade, but it's not like you can get it and then just run away with the money. They're not giving you $150,000 in cash, but as Carrie Gale says, they cover it. You get $150,000 worth of margin, and so you can trade it like a $150,000 account. Now, will I recommend to use your full margins? No, not really. So we have a second entry long, and it's successful. Amazing signal bar below the 20 MA. Not taking that trade, but for some, you might take that trade. This could be spike in channel here, and we gotta be careful of that because that can make a new high. Which it looks like it was trying to do right now. Just watching though. No setups for me. This is the setup I was looking for. Didn't get it. Getting rid of it. Mo7sin says, do you ever use limit orders? What setups you think are suitable for them? Thank you. Some people use limit orders for everything. And what I mean by that is they look for like a 1 or 2 tick retracement on any order. And so when they want to enter a trade, you know, if they want to enter this trade here, they'll actually wait for it to trigger and then put a limit order to get a 1 tick retracement so they can, like, you know, maybe scalp out a little easier. The problem with that is that there's a lot of trades you might miss by doing that. Some people trade limit orders if they are, let's say, always in long or always in short. Then I would trade with limit orders as well. But limit orders are tricky. I personally think if you are an advanced trader, you probably trade with limit orders more. And that's because you're willing, right? If you're an advanced trader, you see this trading range, you're willing, right, to put a limit order right here. Just put a limit order right there. Take it. You know, scalp out, whatever you want to do. Put a limit order right there. If it goes beneath you, then you scale in, right? You buy again a couple points below. Right now, you made your money plus more once it reverses. But the thing is like people trade limit orders all the time. I personally am not the best at trading limit orders. You know, I trade with stop limit orders, and so you know, I wish I could answer that question better for you. That's a question that Al Brooks can answer probably. But I think if you're just beginning, it's better to trade with stop limit orders or just stop market orders, because especially with this strategy. Now, do I trade with limit orders? I do sometimes. And I'm not just talking about like retracement. I'm talking about, you know, do I take limit orders on always in longs, always in shorts, or even bouncing off trading ranges? I do sometimes, but I adjust my trading. You know, to me, I usually trade much smaller because I'm already thinking of scaling in at least once or twice, and so yeah. Looking for a new high here. Again, outside bar reversal here, outside bar reversal here. The trading range is getting pretty clear for us on the 2000 tick chart, in my opinion. I mean, we could be in this trading range the rest of the day. I want to take advantage of it once. I want to try to take a second entry off here. And dare I say, swing it down to the bottom of the trading range. I almost would take a trap trade here, thinking we're gonna make a new high. I'll be willing to take that, but it's actually a little risky at this point because we are actually in this downtrend still. I mean, we have a trading range marked out here, but this downtrend, to me, is still here, and you gotta be aware of it, in my opinion. No trap to be had. I'd like to get back to the top of our trading range if I wanted to go short like right away. But yeah, I'm just sitting on my pause. I'm not taking that second entry short. Health and Fitness says, bye bye, you got your setup on the 1K chart. I'm guessing he's talking about maybe around here, maybe. There's no timestamps on these things. So I do not know when you said that, Health and Fitness. Hmm. $10,000 tick chart. You have a higher low second entry here, but it's not looking good. Five-minute chart, just a trading range. We're at the top of the trading range now, making a two-legged pullback. I may be interested in going short on the 5-minute chart, but I have to trade small. Probably 2 contracts is good enough for this. Carl Ties asks, did you ever try jigsaw trade? I have no idea what that is, so no. No idea what that is. I'm thinking trading range day today. I mean, we had so many outside bar reversals. Outside bar reversal here. Outside bar reversal here. Couple of them over here. I'd like to come to the top of our trading range on the 2000 tick chart. I'll feel way more confident just to go short right now, right here. But the 5-minute chart, this is the range right now, trading range. The thing is, if you know we're in a trading range, then you trade appropriately. You can make good money today. I mean, I think we are in trading range, but you know, I want to hit the top of the trading range before going short. You know, it's unfinished business here. Just watching. I'm not taking that short trade. In fact, I'll still probably look for a long trade here. But it's getting a little choppy now.
Five-minute trap.
Trap on the 5-minute. So it does trigger the second to short. So the trap is on the other side, way up here. Trap's gone. 5-minute scalps out immediately. Actually, good signal bar on the 5-minute. I should have looked at that. Should have seen that. Was not paying attention to the 5-minute chart. I don't know if I should have my chart set up so you guys can just see like all my time frames I'm looking at. Vibe check, pandas. Give me a 1 in the chat if you're green today. Give me a 2 if you're red. Give me a 3 if you're flat or break even. At this point, I may look for a trap trade to the downside, but I'm still looking for that new high here, pandas. Looking for that new high still. The only reason why I want to go short here is because I think this trend line is in play now, and we had a failed breakout, and we can come back down to the bottom. Looking for a new high still. Terrible signal bar. Does trigger on that. scalps out to go long. Seems a lot of you guys are green today. Let's go. Let's go, baby. I mean, I'm green, but barely green. I might as well just put a 2. Yeah, tough day. I mean, it's a trading range day today, so it's tough. Tough. You know, when you got outside bar reversals just stopping you out, it's just a terrible feeling. Those outside bar reversals are just terrible. Hard to enter, and then they also get you. I'm still looking for that new high, pandas. Trying to get back to the top of the trading range here, possible. Just being patient. Just being patient here. That does make a 2-legged pullback. It's just like A, B, C. Makes the second entry long, but terrible signal bar does trigger with this bar. And the risk was large, so that's why I was hesitant. Right? If it does trigger up here, you have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5, basically 6 points of risk. You're talking about 6 points of risk right there. So people come out with a 2-point scalp. I'm still looking for a new high. Still want that new high. Pandas, if you guys are red, the nice thing is, if you're trading Apex, you are not losing your money. You're losing their money. So even if you're red, it's not that bad of a thing. So choppy. Look at the 10,000 tick chart. You know, when it looks like this is why so many people become red. I mean, I know a lot of you guys are green, but I think a lot more of you guys are probably red today. And it's a lot easier to, you know, tell people you made money than lose money. So, you know, thanks for, you know, anyone putting a 2, you know, it's just, you know, you're probably in good company today. I mean, when your chart looks like this, terrible. When your chart looks like this, it's just terrible. Like, you know, it's hard to make money. For me, it's more the fact that I don't see any good setups. I don't see many setups like this when the market's like this. Hey, at least the music's nice, right, pandas? Potential triangle being made.
10,000 tick trap.
I'd like to get in one more trade before the stream ends, but I don't know if it's possible. Grant Kim, 7 out of 10, plus 540. Hard day, I'm out. Best of luck, everyone. Congrats. Someone's getting their bamboo. I mean, I got bamboo leaves. I got some like bamboo crumbs. So I'm getting. Arthur Lopez asks, what band is this? This is the Lo-Fi Hip Hop Radio. The band is called Chris Mazura. The song is called Day 12. We have a triangle here. I don't know. Probably not gonna go short into this triangle. Probably go long if I can find a good long entry. Still looking for that new high. But at this point, maybe the new high will never be made. You know, you had another attempt here, basically 3 attempts up. But the triangle, I'm not going to trade a breakout on this triangle. Especially with the outside bar reversal if it does trigger. Outside bar is reverse, like ruining everything today. Outside bar reversal right there. Does scalp out. Outside bar reversal, even on a 10,000 tick chart. I mean, 10,000 tick charts creating outside bar reversals. Something's up here. I don't think we're making that new high, pandas. I don't think it's happening. Potential double bottom off yesterday's close. Not going long here. Very short-lived triangle. Couldn't even take advantage of either side. We broke below the triangle though. Breaking below yesterday's close. Coming back to the bottom of the trading range by missing the top of the trading range on the 2000 tick. Coming back to the bottom makes me wonder. Makes me wonder. Actually, do we have a triangle here like this? Nah. Makes me wonder, are we in a downtrend now? But even downtrends, I'm not sure how long they'll last for. I mean, in my opinion, this channel is still valid. This channel down here. We had a break of it. And then, yeah. I maybe even at this point, move it like this. You can see that we have more reactions off of it now. Getting a little more accurate with our channel here. Possibly hitting the top of that channel. Huh. Interesting. I mean, setup wise, I don't see that many. I just don't see that many, Panda. Sorry. And I'm sorry. I mean, anyone who follows, you know, price action trading system with Mac when he does his daily chart reviews, like he will say stuff like, yeah, I like this long. Plenty of room to the 20 MA. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? You take that long? That's insane. You're insane. You're insane, man. Yeah, he'll put some really sus setups on his daily chart. I mean, I don't know. Even for me, I'm like, if I saw that live, I would be so scared to take that trade. But I don't know. Maybe he's just. I mean, he obviously he's done this way longer than I have. But some of his explanations, and oftentimes like he will say like this is a good setup here, and that exact same setup happens again somewhere else, and he will just skip over it, gloss over it, don't even pay attention to it. It's just like a little frustrating for me. I get what you're doing, Mac. I get it, and I respect you, and I love everything that you do. I just, you know, with a little critique, I just wish, you know, I wish you did like a bar by bar, right? Bar by bar. Don't look at the charts and do a bar by bar, right? Don't have like a, you know, when I used to do my bar by bars, I wouldn't even look at the chart. It'll be the first time me going through it, and I would make mistakes even on my bar by bars, and I say, oh man, that's tricky. You know, I got tricked here. But I wish Mac does a bar by bar. I don't even have to see him trade live. I would like to see him do a bar by bar without looking at the charts first. Just go bar by bar and just see what happens. Like, I want to see his setups like that. I would actually find like 1,000 times more helpful content in that than what he does with the daily chart reviews. His daily chart reviews is just, in my opinion, is just too much hindsight bias. And the thing is, I know why he's doing it. I know why he's doing it. I mean, he's selling a system. And if you're selling a system, you do not want to show bad trades. So you don't want to trade live. You don't want to do these things. And for me, like, you know, I'm trading his, you know, like basically a system that was created by many others. And, you know, I'm trying to trade a two-legged pullback, but I'm trading live here. And I don't care, right, if, you know, I'm not selling anyone a system here. So for me, I'm fine trading this live with you guys. You know, there's no harm to me done, you know, for trading a system, because I'm not selling a system. But if you're selling a system, I understand why you want to protect that, which is, you know, all the power to Mac. But at a certain point, man, you know, I just think in terms of his content, it will just be so good. So good if he just did like a bar by bar.
$10,000 tick trap.
I would like a two-legged pullback. but we don't even get one here. Right? We need to break a previous candle's high. We may get one here. I like it to pull back here. Sure. And I don't want to bash Mac. Mac. I think he's a great guy, and I do like the fact that he puts content out there. I'm just saying a little critique, bar by bar. Give me a bar by bar chart review. It might take you much longer to do it, and he probably is like, I've been doing this for 20 years now. I'm not gonna spend my time doing bar by bar. I'm just saying, if you want to hear some feedback from people who love your stuff, that would be amazing, Mac. And yeah, I mean, you don't have to trade live. That's fine. But bar by bar, I would love to see that. I would love to see that. In fact, for me, that's when I do my chart reviews, that's the only way I like to do my chart reviews, doing bar by bar. Going bar by bar. We have a second entry short here, pandas. In a trading range day. Taking it. Give me a somewhat of a decent signal bar and I'll take it. I don't want to trade it on this signal bar here, and it might trigger on that signal bar, and it does, and unfortunately I'm gonna skip it because that's an ugly signal bar, and I'm just skipping it. It makes a scalp, of course, but I'm not taking it on that signal bar. That is just nasty. But I like the context. I like the fact that we're pretty much in a downtrend, bouncing off our trend line here, right, making our way down and looking for a continuation of this downtrend. But with that signal bar, I cannot take it. Right? If I take it, right, not only is it a big risk, 1, 2, 3, 4 points risk, it's a terrible signal bar, and I just cannot take it. I'm sorry, pandas, I cannot do it. All right, pandas, that's it for today. And yeah, I mean, at the end, if Mac puts out better content, just in general, it will be better for everyone, and more people will follow him, and he could sell his system even more. And so, yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. At the end, it will help him if he puts better content out there. All right, pandas. Just waiting way too long for a good setup, and it's just not happening. So, pandas, have an amazing weekend. Reset that mental capital, right? And seriously, have a good weekend. Just try to do something other than trading. Some of you guys might be obsessed with trading. That's all you can think about right now. If that's the case, go for it. Keep studying and keep feeding your mind, and get better at recognizing good setups and anticipating the next setups and reading the markets. Get better at that. But for others, right, take your rest, get your mental capital back, and I'll see you guys bright and early on Monday, 9 o'clock for the pre-market show, 9:15 for the mainstream, which is this one where you guys are all on. If you want to access the pre-market show, you can become a panda. If you want access to the two-legged pullback Discord, which we'll continue to trade after this stream, you can become a super panda. You get access to that. Or if you purchase the deluxe indicator for Ninja Trader, you can also get free access to that lifetime. And so it might be better to even just buy the indicator, even though if you don't have Ninja Trader, just so you can have lifetime access to the Discord. But other than that, pandas, have an amazing weekend. Trade safe, everybody. And as always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.